Here we go, yeah.
It's People to People, the People podcast of the DMV. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about we and God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z, PTP.
Positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people, PTP. Positive thinking people. Every Monday night, every Wednesday night, every Friday night, every Monday night, every Wednesday night. Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. It's People to People with Rodney Grimes. Here we are in the DMV doing what we do. Let me tell y'all something. I know some of y'all going to say, here you go again. He done popped back in there. But guess what? We still got the sound man in the studio, and we got Miss Elaina in there with us. And Miss Elaina said, come on, we're going to go again. And we're going to just show them that we in to win. We're not going to stop until it's the end. Now I can stop trying to rhyme and just hey, but you know how we do. It's People to People with Rodney Grimes here. We are the podcast of the DMV. I'm so excited. I got this fantastic young lady sitting here with me, and I'm just it's amazing what's going on and how we're going about things. And I tell you, you know something, we're going to make a big difference. We're going to make a big difference with everything that's going to be going on. So I know you're just going to be bearing with us. And if you was tuned in with us earlier, we was running tests. We was doing a test. Now we back in here doing it. And now, guess what? I'm getting ready to introduce the young lady who's in here with me, Miss Elaina.
Hi.
How you doing?
Nice
How you
to meet
doing?
Everybody. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, I'm
Again,
so excited.
this is very spontaneous for me.
You already know, but we making it happen. Again, for everybody just tuned in earlier, y'all gonna see us. Oh, they right back. Yes, we are. We are making it happen. We're doing it in the DMV. So again, I'm so excited about what you're thinking about doing.
Yes, I'm very excited and I'm nervous, but I have to do it. It's like my purpose. It's one of my bucket lists.
We're gonna have it so that you're gonna be doing your own podcast.
Yeah, with the help of you. And
it's gonna be called
having constructive criticism. That'll be good because it makes sure I don't look ridiculous online. I'm excited. I'm excited. I think I have a lot to share, and I'm excited to share it with everybody.
So what's gonna be the name of the podcast? Sharing feelings?
Yeah, sharing feelings with Elaina.
Okay.
Very simple.
Very simple and just straight to the point.
Yeah. I mean, we all have feelings that we want to talk about and we don't. And that's part of why I think our world is in chaos because our feelings are not validated in any way, shape, or form. And we don't know how to express them. And we don't have anybody to talk to them about. And we go to therapists or we go to, friends, and we end up taking either some kind of a pill or, it's just a drink. So, yeah, I mean, I think this would be a good place to let it all out so you don't have to be nervous.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm really liking the fact that we're going to make a difference.
Yes. That's very
and that's
important.
my whole goal.
Yes.
To move into the future, being able to be a platform for people to have a voice and a choice.
I agree.
I always say that, meaning they're going to have an opportunity that they can call and talk to a person who has an ear to say, hey, I hear you,
Well, most people I talk to, like I said, I don't know if this goes in from the last podcast, but I've been in the beauty business for almost 45 years. And I feel like I am a therapist myself, talking to people behind the chair, like a bartender, a coach. People feel comfortable, talking to their hairdresser. And I hear so many stories, and a lot of the stories are very similar. Everybody has somebody in their life that's bullying them or some narcissist that's making them feel inadequate. And nobody knows how to deal with it. And they just sort of take it in and they just think they have the problem. And then they go through their whole life, being numb on some kind of tranquilizer of some sort just so they can get through the day. And it's really not necessary. And there really is no place to turn. And then when you do go to a therapist, not that you shouldn't take any kind of a pill, but it does turn into, a situation where you become too many of them. And then you get like Elvis Presley, or you get like all the other, artists that are out there, or people that are just, moving mechanically through their day.
Yeah.
And then what happens is something else happens, and then it piles up, and then before you know it, it's just so much is emotionally bothering you that you don't know how to express it because we were not taught how to express our feelings.
And you said something about that earlier when we was just having a little conversation. That's part of the problem with people, that they don't have an outlet to be able to say exactly how they feel. Also, they don't understand the feelings.
I mean, there's two sides of the brain. Okay, there's the logical side, and then there's the emotional side. I mean, when we were in school, do we ever talk about the emotional side of the brain? No. Do we ever talk about problem solving? No. I mean, it's not taught. And at home, I'm sure it's not taught because our parents were never taught, that kind of stuff. It was all from way back when, listen to dad and mom's subservient. And that's pretty much how it was from way back. But I don't think that problem solving skills are taught in school. And I think the emotional side of the brain is not taught in school. So it's a problem that we're having in our society. And I think that's the reason why things are chaotic in our world. People don't understand themselves emotionally. They just are lost, and
Yeah.
they don't know how to solve this problem. So they'll either drink or they'll smoke or they'll do plastic surgery to the excess. I mean, this is just what I see. It's not even what I'm figuring out, or I'm not even like looking into it. It's just coming to me, and I see it behind when I'm doing someone's hair. Everybody has some kind of an outlet that is causing them to do harm to themselves. It's not an outlet that's healthy. And I believe that if they had somebody to turn to that was not, a therapist, quote unquote, even though I think I could probably be one, if you understood yourself a little bit better, I think you can deal with issues in your life. But we turn to our family members, we turn to our friends, and they have issues, and it just turns into this revolving cycle. And I believe that's why our world is a chaotic mess, because the emotional side of everybody's life is just chaotic, and it just isn't going to get any better unless we try to put a stop to it.
Well, again, for everyone who's just tuning in, and you probably tuned in a little earlier, what we've been doing is doing some serious adjustments here at the studio. We're out here in the intelligence office, 1934 Old Gallows Road in Vienna, right across street from Tyson's Corner. The purpose of the podcast is to be a choice and a voice for the public. We are the podcast of the DMV. Let me tell you something. It's not been an easy journey. As we were just talking about some of the things, and I had Elaina to come in today. We were just talking about some business and things that she wanted to bring to the table. But I want to thank all of the people who've been supporting us, and we got a sound man he's phenomenal. I think that y'all going to really be really seeing that we have graduated and moved into a different level. Don't forget about Tap TV on Roku. Okay, Tap TV. Okay, TEP, then TV and Roku. ROKU. How about that? And that's me just being funny a little bit, but I'm just letting y'all know that you'll be able to see us. You all can see us on LinkedIn. You can see us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as well. And what's getting ready to happen is that we got an individual like Elaina getting ready to come and change the game. Elaina's going to be able to have you where you'll be able to call in and talk about your problems, situations. Just say, hey, I just need somebody to hear my voice or hear my opinion. She will be that individual, and she has a lot to bring to the table. So with that said, Elaina, again, where are you from? And
Potomac, Maryland.
Potomac,
Yeah, I grew
born
up
and
there.
raised.
Born and raised.
That is so cool. And when you doing this, we was talking about this earlier too. You were saying, you didn't really want to do this for popularity, but you just really want to. You just got to the point you just want to help people.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a repetitive conversation. It seems like everybody has the same problem, and it seems like I should be doing something about it, and everybody feels like they're the only one, and they're really not. And when you realize that you're not the only one, then maybe you can, help yourself by talking to me about it. And if you understand that side of your problem, then you can move past it and not have to go to drugs or alcohol or whatever else that people do. I mean, everybody does something to kind of cover it up like a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
And I think if you can if someone relates to you, it helps. Just like if you were to go to AA or something.
Yeah. But I mean, again, that's what it's all about. Again, I'm taking this opportunity to tell you that what we're trying to do is get to the level where everybody in this area is going to have the opportunity to be able to voice their opinion.
we're going to talk about things from child molestation to what's going on in the education system. We're going to talk about how do you change your eating habits. We're going to talk about, hey, who do you pray to? We're going to talk about all the things that's going to be relevant to you moving forward. We have different podcasters coming in through the People podcast area here out here in Tyson's Corner, 1934 Old Gallows Road, the intelligence office. Also, if you're looking for an office space, you want to come out and also do that. We also going to be doing what we have. We're going to be doing commercials and things of that nature. So we're going to be selling commercial spots. We got another gentleman who's getting ready to team up with us where we'll be uh, really showing things all over the world. We're going to be outside the country. And anytime you're on YouTube, it goes all over the world anyway. But we're going to be really making sure that some things are being put together. I think that as we move forward, y'all going to be really excited again, and what's going to be brought to the table when Elaina, when she really gets herself grounded and set to a point where she's going to be able to share her information. And y'all see me with my peace sign. That's me throwing signals over there to the director. Don't worry about it, because I kind of got thrown off because I was wondering. I forgot about that. They could see me doing that, right? Yeah, but it's all good. But I'm just keeping it real. I told you we'd be transparent. Here right now, we got a sound man in here who's making adjustments to get us where we're going to be coming across, where we can bump here with the big boys. Plain and simple. And that's part of what Elaina is going to be bringing to the table. She's going to help elevate us and take to a different level. She's going to give us a different perspective on things. And she's going to be coming on a Tuesday, most likely. We haven't really got everything in order, but this won't be your first and last time seeing her, because she's gonna bring some good stuff. And so, Elaina, again, how long was you in doing hair? How long?
Gosh, 45 years. I come from a long line of hairdressers. My mother's a beautician and she has 4 sisters. They're all hairdressers. So I've been growing up in this field for a long time.
So you've been like a therapist.
I mean, I hear it all. And I also work with a lot of African American women, and I hear, everybody has, it's not in Asian. It's just not just one culture. It's everybody. And we all have similar issues. We all have a bully in our life. We all have family members that don't understand how to deal with, conflict. And let's face it, nobody really has solved this problem. I mean, it's obviously not getting much better, because that's why everything's chaotic.
I mean, we got people jumping off the trains, hitting people with hammers.
I mean, please,
man, we got stuff going on all over. This really just outrageous, and it's going to be platforms like this that's going to make a difference on how we go about it. No, I know so, because you know something. I've been out here in Tyson's going on 2 years, over 2 years now. And we've had opportunities where we go up and down, up and down, up and down. But one of the things that I realized, I've had people to walk up to me and say, thank you for caring.
Well, see, to me, that makes a world of difference. If you can just help one person, it helps, that like you made a difference, but by sitting behind the chair, listening to 111, I'm not really getting far, So to me, I feel like if I did something like this, I can, talk to more than one person, and, who knows, maybe I'll make a difference, maybe I won't, but I'm willing to take the chance. I feel like if I don't do this, I'm always going to regret it. It's like the bucket list thing, it's one of the things on my bucket list, to express what I know, all the gossip, all the stuff that everybody, carries. And it's not just one person. They all have similar issues. We all have a bully in our life. Every one of us, we all have someone that's a narcissist in our life. And that's something that we all have empaths, and we don't really understand either one of them. And you could be one of them. And a lot of times the dynamics of those two put together, it's like one ends up in the nut house and the other one's having a great time. So unless you understand how you got that way, you'll never really fix it. So not that I'm here to tell you how you got that way, but to understand the different personalities and how people can affect you is what I'm here to help, because I hear it and I know that it's a problem, and it's you can see it. I mean, it's all over the news. People are doing crazy things, not because they're happy. I mean, obviously they're emotionally disturbed.
And we got a lot of people with mental issues that need to have an outlet and also to know that they're not alone. I think that everybody, almost every person in the United States of America, needs some therapy one way or the other. We should be giving it in our schools. We should have it a process where throughout the school we have therapists in there to evaluate
Well, they have
children.
counselors and stuff, but they don't really have, they don't, there's a logical side, there's the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. You got the logical side and you have the emotional side of the brain. There's two sides of the brain that makes up your brain. I mean, let's face it. The emotional side of the brain is not really educated. Nobody really understands that side. It's sort of, just lost in the shuffle. It's all about academics and, passing the SATs and getting straight A's and going to Harvard and all that. I mean, I grew up in this area. I know what it's all about. It's all who you know and what you own and, how much money you have. And it has nothing to do with feelings. And if you have any feelings that, you cry or you feel sad or whatever, nobody talks about it. It's a sign of weakness. It makes you look like you don't have a backbone. And nobody really wants to talk about it. You know what I mean? You need to go talk to a therapist. And a lot of times parents are like, that's unheard of, because they don't want anybody to think there's a problem, you know what I mean? Because they've got their nose in the air and it looks like you have an issue, so nobody wants to know anybody has a problem. So how do you solve the problem? They drink, they smoke, they do excess things that are not nice, to themselves. What can I say?
Well, I can just tell y'all that y'all need to just stand by, because what's getting ready to happen is we can ready to bring it to you. We got quite a few things that's coming up again. We're gonna run for another 5 to 6 minutes and then we out of here. I just thank Elaina for coming in. We was having a very, very powerful conversation prior to coming on the air. As you noticed, you probably noticed a great difference in the sound. We want to thank our sound man, Mr. Greg. He one of the best in the business, and he blessed us to come out last week, and then he came out today just to tweak everything. And he told me we wasn't gonna have to worry about this, and I believe him. And what I want to show him and many others, that what we're going to do is we're going to go to a different platform that's going to be beyond your belief. I want to do a shout out to all the people who've been helping us and doing some things. First of all, a shout out to Intelligence Office out here in Tyson's Corner. We appreciate the love and the support we get from here. I'm talking from people that have businesses out here to talk about coming, giving us ideas on how to move forward and do certain things. Then I also want to say thank you to all my listeners who've been riding with me. We've had an up and down. At one time we was in the hundreds and hundreds. We was almost pushing where we was. A couple times we hit a few thousand, and that's something that we've got to get back going. We got to get the people back involved. And I want to say this to all the community people out there. Let me tell you something. I'm a man of feelings. That's what me and my guests were talking about feelings. If it's anything that in my life that I ever done, let me tell you something. I send you peace and blessings and apologies. To tell you this, I say that because I'm worried about my feelings as well as yours. And we have to get to a point, like she said, Elaina said, she said, we got to be able to understand
if you understand your feelings, you can sort of understand someone else's feelings, especially if they don't understand their feelings.
Yeah.
Because the more you understand yourself emotionally, the more you can handle things that don't make sense.
You
know what I
said
mean?
something earlier too that we were saying when I was telling you about something somebody said to me. You said, well,
Oh yeah, your friend had mentioned to you about how, you were like
he thought that he
Puff
says,
Daddy.
you think you Puff Daddy or something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you think I'm Puff Daddy.
Yeah, because he was feeling like, the challenge of you probably doing well. I mean, who says that?
Yeah.
I mean, if a person feels happy for you, they're going to say something that's more positive, right?
Right.
And the reason why he said that was probably because he was feeling, inadequately that you were doing well.
Yeah.
I mean, you are what you feel.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. A lot of people don't understand that. If you are cramped up in your feelings and you're not doing
you're
well,
going to be
then
negative.
you're going to feel crappy.
And you're going to always be negative.
Yeah. And you're not going to want to show people love and
Right.
understanding.
I mean, you are what you feel. You express it. I mean, how they tell you are what you eat. Well, you all are so what you feel.
Well, also, let me tell y'all again, because we're going to be coming out of here shortly. We're going to be put in a position. Remember, you can go on Tap TV, Roku to see what's going on. We're going to also, again, it's going to be, we're going to probably, it may be, and hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we'll make it so that we get everything in order, and we'll have it where you're going to have Motivation Monday. You're going to have Share Your Feelings with Elaina Tuesday. You're going to have Let's Talk About It Wednesday. And then we're going to have, we have another Raul uh, um, show. I didn't say it all the way I was supposed to
It's
say
okay.
it, but he's going to be on Thursday. And then you got Date Night Friday. And then we also have um, Man in the Mirror that comes every last Thursday of the month. Now, let me tell y'all something. I already know y'all ain't gonna be just sitting at home watching no people to people. I already know that. But I can ask this. Please go to YouTube and subscribe. Please do that. Help us to move forward. Because let me tell you something. If you have a business or you have a situation you want to share, this is the place to come and sit down with us and do it. And we're gonna make that happen. I am so excited about everybody that's, been supporting us and for y'all to see where we're going. It's a lot of people out there got a lot to bring to the table. I'm talking people I grew up with in Old Town Alexandria, people I served in the United States Marine Corps with, people that I work with on a daily basis. My family, my wife. I mean, it's just so many people. And when we get with the feelings and start respecting other people's feelings, we find ourselves in a position where we can actually make a change and do the things we want to do. And Elaina being here with me has put us in a position where she is going to take on that platform to try to talk from a female's perspective. One, but she you know something. I remember somebody told me this. Do you know some of the best therapists are your barbers and your hairstylists?
It's so true. It's the glue. The glue to success is understanding feelings and emotions. It's not just the logical side of life. The logical side of things, you have to have the emotional side too. And if you don't really understand the emotional side, the logical side is not going to be as successful.
Yeah. So we going to again. Y'all probably noticed that this segment right here was real short. We want to say thank you to our sound man Greg. He came in to make things happen. Y'all gonna see some changes coming around in the studio. We just talking about making things better, more comfortable, more relaxing. We're gonna just be doing some things. I'm looking for engineers to come out. Somebody who wants to be a part of our production. Hey, and then Donnell, if you out there, bruh, peace and blessing to you, bruh. Hey, much love. Tap TV, peace and blessing to you. Ehab, my brother just doing some, he doing some things over there in off of 236. I got to get all that information to support my boy. Also, y'all got to remember too that October 22nd we have the people to people networking event that's going to be out here. That's going to be phenomenal. Y'all be able to come out and meet Elaina in person and talk to her and see what's going on. And I just want to just say again, this is going to be phenomenal. So make sure you save the date, October 22nd, to come out to the intelligence office here in Tyson's Corner. Now, for our final words, we're going to go back to Elaina, and she's going to carry us out and just tell us a little, something that's going to keep us motivated until y'all meet us again.
If you guys have been bullied or you have somebody in your life that's a narcissist, please call and talk to me about it, because I totally get it. We all have one, trust me, and I can help you. Looking forward to talking to you.
It's the people.
The People Podcast of the DMV. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about we and God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z. PTP.
PTP, positive thinking people. PTP, positive thinking people. PTP, positive thinking people. Every Monday night, every Monday, every Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday night, Wednesday. I'm gonna fire y'all. I'm telling you. I'm over here waving and trying to get Lady Z. She back there. She all over the place. That's it. But you know we love her. We love you. Thank you for tuning in.